dudes, how's it all going? Welcome to another video upload from Aspie with Attitude. If you're watching this for the first time, as a quick introduction, my name is David. I'm from Melbourne, Australia. I have autism, I have some speech difficulty, a speech impairment, and I have speaker syndrome, and that's why I call myself an Aspie. What I usually do in this video upload that you're watching here, I normally have been doing a lot of autistic life hacks, talk about autism and the issues that's affecting the worldwide autism community. So for this one, this is more of a real fun video, just a bit of an outdoor adventure video, just to show that I actually love going outside regularly. And this is going to be very similar to my Walk With Me adventures, except I'll call this one Time for a Swim. What I usually do in this video this time is, I film myself actually going for a swim. Here in Australia, since I've already did put my sunscreen on earlier, like I'm going to be swimming with that t-shirt on, just to prevent sunburn. Since I do like going for a swim with my t-shirt on these days, and I've decided to go in my long sail t-shirt on, because I don't want to get too ahead of myself, since this is my 7th time making a video like this. And I'll quickly tell you, as a kid, like I definitely hated swimming my t-shirt on, and after numerous of times getting sunburnt, I had been made to learn to swim my t-shirt on these days, which I feel very comfortable swimming my t-shirt on. And the best thing about wearing these t-shirts is like, if I'm in a river, going for river swimming, like if the water level's down, I can still touch the ground. That's how high I can go. So otherwise, I'd like to show you the Ovens River here in Victoria in the Alpine district. Yeah, I'm just going to turn over here since the river's in that direction. This is where we're actually going to go swimming, which is actually quite peaceful. So like, I shouldn't be bringing too many crowds around. And how cool is this, like how there's actually a tree that's fallen across it. On my last visit, it was just never ever like this at all. Oh, so it's cool, like it's actually very shallow. But I know it's going to be sort of a bit waist deep once I walk up to these rocks. That's what I love doing these videos. Except, one rule you got to do is, you got to actually watch out for snakes here. And if I come a bit closer, you should be able to see that there's actually pebbles down a riverbed. So it looks like I'm going to have to go for a swim with my shoes on. I'm not doing it in my Air Max 90s. I even got old shoes, that way I don't go stubbing my toe on these rocks. And I'll probably have a bit of fun just going across this log here. Oh yes, this is going to be a bit of an awesome swim, but I'll keep away from this area since you probably find that there may be snakes over there. So appears that I could be safe just swimming along there, just going as far as where you see this branch that's sort of diverting across there. I had already showed you the river that I'll be swimming in, and here's that fallen tree, which I might be walking along to. So like, I just want to make sure the pockets are empty before I go for a swim. Yeah, on that note, yeah, sometimes I don't really like swimming my t-shirt on unless if I am wearing my tracksuit pants. So like, I'll be wearing long pants in this swimming. Well, at least it will prevent sunburn too, and just to cool myself down, since I really love to swim with my tracksuit pants on. And those are the shoes I'll be wearing in this video, and I'm definitely wearing my long sail tracksuit pants in this one. Yeah, I just don't want to get too ahead of myself, since this is also getting kind of old as well. And as long as the pockets are definitely empty, that's why I don't have my fidget spinner with me. And I'm definitely ready for a swim. Well, anyway, the waters are so beautiful, despite I was only knee deep, just with my pants on. Oh yes, so refreshing going in a river on a day like this. This is actually about 3 degrees centigrade here in Australia. Well dudes, the water's absolutely refreshing and it's actually not that cold at all. And it just feels so nice actually wearing shoes so I'm not stubbing my toes on a rocky bottom of the river. Oh, it's like just such an awesome short walk from over there all the way to where I'm standing. See right now, this is about 3 degrees centigrade here in the Victorian Alpine region. And I so far absolutely loving the swim here, enough to cool me down. Here it is, I'm going to do a lot more swimming now since I showed you the walk across the log from Aspie with Attitude. Something else I'm going to do is, over there's some rocks. I'll be walking over to these rocks. Well, the thing is though, I am no stranger to this current since I pretty much walked over there a few times, even with my tracksuit pants on. So I'm going to get to it, and my clothes are going to get a lot more wetter on this adventure. From Aspie with Attitude, time for a swim. And now this is where the currents start to get a little bit strong here. I should be okay just staying behind the rock. And once I get back to this rock here, you can just feel less current. So like, I was strong enough to be able to resist these currents. So that was alright to swim here. Just something I want to actually do just a one-off video while I don't have any people around disturbing my shot. This is absolutely awesome, actually go for a swim on December 2022. Which is actually my very first river swim for Aspie with Attitude, the Time for a Swim series, which is something I'm doing for number 7. Well dudes, there was absolutely deeper going on the other side of the log. Oh yes, absolutely refreshing the water. Just can't help myself repeating this over again. No, just didn't like that rock at all. Just so slippery as. Well, the currents don't seem as strong over here. This is actually pretty shallow over there. That's always a great place to go chilling out on days like this. Well dudes, I'm actually having an awesome time swimming in Ovens River. Somewhere where it's actually absolutely nice and quiet. And nice to be able to chill out and go for a swim. Like, particularly though I've got my tracksuit pants on. Oh, yeah. Well, just while all something old. Got a little bit dirty during the GoProing. So anyway, that's the whole idea of actually making these awesome videos like this. Just put on stuff a little bit old so I'm not getting too ahead of myself. That's how it all goes. Well, I think it's almost time for me to get out soon. It's just hard to get out that water. Just doesn't take much to actually make videos like this. So I'll get back so I've got myself in it. And here's a log that I was climbing on the start of the video, which means I'm actually having an awesome time. One thing I could do with is some super inflatable toy. Maybe for next time I should have inflatable and maybe someone to supervise me, hopefully. So best thing about it, haven't seen any snakes at all. As I walk out of the river. Oh yes, just so nice to wear wet clothes on such a hot day. Well, something you never ever do in Australia is to pick up these creatures. And how real did it actually look? And I'll come a bit closer to the camera. So, yeah. And I'll just show you here. If I put my fingers in there, you can just see this is actually fake. So my finger's not bleeding at all. Because this is something you probably fear the most on days like this. Animals like that, which happens to be a red-bellied black snake. What it does is, if this thing bites you, it actually destroys your nervous system. And I can tell you what, my grandfather told me a story about a person he worked with who was neurotypical and he was non-verbal. I'll tell you why this neurotypical individual was non-verbal, because he got bitten by one of these snakes. So like, if you see a real snake like this, you just keep away from it, and it's against the law to actually interfere with animals like this. If I did it for a real snake and I bragged about it on social media, I could be copping a $2,000 fine by the state Victorian government for fooling around with animals like this, since that people urge to kill them because they know it's the most dangerous creatures we have in this part of Australia. There's also a tiger snake, an eastern common brown and a copperhead. They're all dangerous. Now, since I've actually decided to finish the video here, if you really like what I'm doing here and you wish to support my YouTube channel, please don't forget to subscribe to Aspie with Attitude. That's all I ever ask for in terms of support. And also, you can ring this notification bell if you want to keep up to date with Aspie with Attitude. And one more thing in terms of support you can do for me is, please like and share this video content around. That way, you're showing more love and support for this channel, since it's something I love doing. And please check the playlist down below, since it's all my previous swimming videos that I have done so far. And this is only Top First Swim number 7 that you're watching here right now, which happens to be in the river. So I think it's just time to get out. And I'd like to say, hope you really enjoyed being part of my adventure. And peace and respect. See you next time from Aspie with Attitude.